Push It by Static X. It's the first track off of their debut album, Wisconsin Death Trip. Absolutely incredible album. Definitely recommend checking out the whole thing if you haven't. Easily my favorite nu metal album. So let's jump right into it. We're going to start off with the intro riff, of course. It'll sound like this. So we've got two slightly different guitar parts going on there. You could pick which one you want to play. We are going to be in C standard tuning for this one, by the way, and we're going to start out pretty high up on the fretboard, 15th fret on the D string, 18th fret on the B string. This is going to be an octave shape, so make sure with your index finger, you're going to be muting that G in between those. Also, what I like to do with this one to keep it sounding nice and clean, take your middle finger and use it to mute the low strings while you're strumming this chord. When we hit the open string in between, it can get kind of noisy if you're not keeping it under control. Just hit that once and then lift up, hit the open E string. Right afterwards, put your middle finger back down to mute it and then strum that octave chord again. Then you just hit that low E string again, let it ring out. For the intro, you play that measure a total of 8 times. Right after you're finished the 8th time, just hit that 12th fret on the E string and slide it down towards the headstock. If you want to play Wayne's part, the rhythm guitar, it's going to be just down the octave. You're going to have 8th fret on the A string and 10th fret on the G string. Just going to be hitting that octave shape instead. Other than that, the riff is going to be exactly the same. That takes us into our verse riff, which will sound like this. We're just going to be hitting that open E power chord 2 times. Then we're going to grab a 3rd fret power chord on the E string. What I like to do to make this riff easier is you can leave your index finger on that 2nd fret for the open E power chord. Use your middle finger and your pinky to play that 3rd fret power chord because we're going to be going right back to the E afterwards. Then you just hit the E power chord 3 more times, followed by the 3rd fret again. And then make sure you mute right after hitting that last chord. I like to use my right hand, just rest it on the strings. That'll keep them under control. Keep in mind the first time this verse section plays, right before the actual verse kicks in, it's going to be very slightly different. You play that measure 3 times, but the 4th time you let that last 3rd fret power chord ring out instead of muting it. Then you play the measure 3 more times and you follow it up with that same measure from the intro riff. Next riff is going to be the chorus riff. Starts out exactly the same as the verse. That same measure, you're just going to repeat that 4 times. But then in the second half of the chorus, it flips around a little bit. Still hitting some power chords. We just go 3, 0, 0, 3, 0, 0, 3. So that measure goes like this. So you do that same measure from the verse 4 times and then that new measure 4 times for the whole chorus. That'll take us into the bridge, which starts out just playing the same intro riff again, but then we add this new riff for the bridge that sounds pretty cool. It goes like this. This riff has the same kind of rhythm as the verse riff, but it's just played a bit differently. We start out palm muting on the low 6th string twice. Then you just hit the open A and D strings. 3 more palm mutes of that low E string. And then up pretty high, we're going to be grabbing a unison bend. So you're going to hit 15 on the E string, 19 on the B. When you strum these 2 strings, you're going to bend the B string up a half step so it matches the pitch of the E string. Should sound like, make sure you don't bend the E string. Keep in mind for Wayne's part, he just plays exactly the same except he doesn't do the unison bend. So if that's too tricky for you, just don't worry about it. He just goes like this. That measure repeats 3 times, and for the last measure, instead of doing the unison bend, you just hit the open A and D strings again. That goes back into the intro riff, and then we just have this little really easy part at the end of the bridge. Just grab the 3rd fret power chord, hold it out for 2 measures, 1st fret power chord, hold that out for 2 measures as well. And that's it. Now you got the whole song down. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or what song you might want me to cover next. Thank you guys for watching. Special shout out for my Patreon subscribers for helping keep this channel going. I really appreciate all you guys for making it possible for me to do these videos, and I'll catch you in the next one.